administration of the Dunmore School District welcomes the players and coaches of Riverside to Dunmore High School for tonight's game. Our starting lineups for the Riverside Vikings: number 4, Michael Samsell; number 5, Anthony Karpinski; number 13, Ryan Ellis; number 35, Carl Walsh; and number 42, Michael Rhodes. And for the home team, the Dunmore Bucks, number 11, Zach Cruiser; number 12, Adriel DeNaples; number 21, Colby Murray; number 33, Jeffrey Walsh; and number 34, Cal Toludo. Our head coach is Mr. Paul Biagioli. Tonight's officials are Michael Luciani and John Marsico. Good luck to both teams. Let's get started.
Thank you. That's the way we spell success. Come on, Dunmore, do your best. And beat 'em, success. Go Bucks!
I got 13. Motion clear. Clear. Go, Samson, go! Open, 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 open! Good balance, Colby. Right up. Cruiser, take the lead.
There's so many ops. I know some crips, know some treetops. I ain't good, I ain't never sold no re-rock. All these colors in my chain like a peacock. I'll let that 40 slam till it peacock. Know some BDs, I know some gangsters. Get out of line and they explain it. Know some power rules, know some headbangers. Get some sex, money, murder, that a pass.
like to welcome you into the broadcast. My name is Nick Mack, and we are here inside the Dunmore Gymnasium. This is the 5th game for the Dunmore Bucks, as they will be taking on the Riverside Vikings. Again, my name is Nick Mack. It's my first broadcast this season, not the Dunmore Bucks' first game. They're coming in at 2-2. The Dunmore Bucks start off with a 2-game slide. Currently, they're on a 2-game win streak. So what happened to start off the season is Dunmore took a loss to North Pocono, 54-37, and then they took a unfortunate slide to Prep, 65-35, but from there the Bucks have turned it on and won by a little bit more, let's say, than double digits. Blue Ridge, they took a win there, 82-55, and a win over Carbondale, 71-37, just a few nights ago. Their head coach is Kevin Clark. He is in his 2nd year as Dunmore looking to put it together, get themselves over the 500 hump tonight. Again, they're taking on the Riverside Vikings. The Vikings start to the season 6-1. They have been a devastatingly good team. They do share one loss with Dunmore, though, as both teams did drop North Pocono, as Riverside defeated North Pocono 61-43. Vikings currently on a 2-game win streak themselves. We'll run that one back with you. Tunkhannock, they defeated 62-45. They defeated Del Val 64-47. Defeated Hanover 62-41. Defeated Wyoming Area 54-42. As I mentioned, that loss in North Pocono was 61-43 in favor of North Pocono. Then the Vikings went on to defeat Elk Lake 71-52, and then defeated hated rival Old Forge. A little tri-borough matchup there, 60-59. So, like I said, Riverside Vikings coming in 6-1. Tonight's match can be a interesting, just fascinating match for Dunmore, because they're looking to get themselves to continue that momentum. That 2-game win streak they're on, they want to get themselves over 500. What better way than to take out a 6-1 team? Some people to watch tonight for Dunmore, which will include your starters. Number 5, Frankie Ruggiero, 31, Kevin Walsh, and number 15, Dom Temperino. Your unofficial starters for the night for the Bucks. Number 2, Nico Ruggiero. Number 5, Frankie Ruggiero. Number 15, Dom Temperino. Number 20, Christian Buckley. And number 31, Kevin Walsh. As you can see there on your screen, we are at the 1 minute 45 seconds left as teams are just warming up. So we're going to be getting underway with tip-off not too far. In order to do tip-off, you got to have zebras. And the referees for tonight, head ref is Dave Elliott. The umpires will be Steve Zayak and Scott Shimko. Big thanks to the Dunmore Bucks, as just Dunmore School District in general. Thank you to the administration for letting me do my thing up here for the Bucks. Being on the call tonight, big help and setup by Mark Finan as well. And as well as what you're watching this on, it is courtesy of Rich Banick. So also like to remember that you can go on YouTube. You can find Rich Banick on YouTube. You can find the Dunmore Athletics YouTube page as well. Their schedule, if you're so inclined to check out when the Bucks will be playing next, is at dunmoreathletics.org. And for all the latest information, it'll be at Dunmore Bucks AD. If you go on Twitter, you'll be able to find the latest information, any possible cancellations, any upcoming games, as well as links to games, and even links if we have an away link. And you're going to get to hear my voice when we're home. If we have an away link at another school, that is where you'll be able to find those links as well. As you can see, about 25 seconds on your clock are going to be running through your starters for each side. And the team's getting their final instructions for what is a chilly Saturday night here in beautiful Dunmore, Pennsylvania. It says coming in, my car said about 25 degrees. Doesn't feel like 25 degrees in here. It's warm. So you can hear the PA announcer get ready to make the starters, and we'll listen in.
Number 10,
Brandon Reed announced. Number 11 for Josh Godleski. Mike Rickard at 12. 15's Todd Monahan. And Frank E. Antonacci is number 25 stepping onto the court. And Coach Aniska is the lead coach there for Riverside. You see Nico Ruggiero hopping onto the court.
Number 31, 6-foot junior guard, Kevin Walsh.
Number 31, Kevin Walsh.
Number 5, 5'8", senior guard, Frankie Ruggiero.
As we mentioned before, Frankie Ruggiero, one of our players to watch tonight.
6'2", senior forward, Dom Temperino.
Dom Temperino steps in.
Number 20, 5'11", senior guard, Christian Buckley.
And Christian Buckley, a name I've called before, especially for Dunmore football just a few short months ago. And I'd also like to give a big thanks as well to Robert Grady from Dunmore, as he was able to help me with some of the stats, a lot of the things. Just before this game, they're going to play the anthem, and we'll be back with you in just a moment.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, thou bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
As was there just the national anthem as we're about to get underway here. And again, I'd like to give credit to Dunmore's Robert Grady, who's helping me out with the stats and a bunch of things this evening. Buddy of mine from the Rail Riders. So if you ever see him up there, definitely give him a nice wave and a hello. Robert was telling me before the game, if Dunmore Bucks can be solid on their three-pointers, he said if they can get 7 3-pointers, that they should have an excellent chance of winning. And he also mentioned they do really well on forced turnovers. All right, so we're about to set things off here in Dunmore. Players exchanging the pleasantries. And we're going to see Christian Buckley against Frankie Antonacci to start. Antonacci launches it, but Dunmore is able to pick it back up as that was Ruggiero. Ruggiero throws it over to Walsh. Walsh going to slow things down, keep it up on the point to Ruggiero. Ruggiero dumps it. Walsh using the body, pushes around, swings up, and there are the first 2 points there as Walsh puts it in, and your Bucks lead 2-0. Riverside going to come back quickly. Skadleski hands back off to Reed. Reed drives past the post, fakes a pass. Outside the arc, long shot for Riverside, goes up, just hits off the front of the rim, missed by Antonacci. Hands of Ruggiero, ball passed around the arc. Buckley thought about a long two, decided not to, and they'll go back out to Ruggiero, top of the point. Members, we're watching a little high school basketball. It is 4 8-minute quarters. And the ball there being rolled around, and it'll be jump ball, Riverside ball, since Dunmore was the ones to pick it up as we started the game. On the tip-off, I should say. 7:05 here, 2-0 lead for the Bucks. And Buckley showing a little bit of pressure there, and he's going to pick up his first foul as he just kind of banged bodies coming in. So Buckley, his first foul, first team foul. Ball to be inbounded by the Vikings. Rickert with it. Now it's Reed. Reed guarded by Buckley. A bit of push. Rickert with it. Goes back across the top. Godleski. Godleski gonna drive. Use the ball. Nice pass out to the outside, and that ball actually gonna go off the face of Temperino. Temperino ends up losing it. Vikings come back with the ball, and that is going to be an easy layup there for Brandon Reed. So 2-2 now the score. Hands Ruggiero. Ruggiero goes up and blocked, and that got the Riverside bench excited. I think there was only one kid there on the side that didn't stand up out of excitement. And the referee actually going to take a little exception to that as he's just instructing Riverside bench, cool down a little bit. They were excited. Ball to be inbounded, finds it to Buckley, or excuse me, yes, Buckley. Buckley puts it up, good for three, 5-2, Bucks. So large three there for Buckley as Riverside now has to answer. Fake pass over from Rickert. Rickert throws it to the corner of the arc. Working past the wing is Godleski. Godleski dumps. Shot for three. Answer back for Antonacci. And just like that, 5-5. Both teams in a slugfest to start this so far. Dunmore comes back with a three themselves. No, that one's just going to bounce off the back of the rim and be tapped on out of bounds. Referee said it was Riverside ball, and I think they're going to reconvene on that one. I do believe it's going to be the Bucks. It is, as Buckley to inbound, so it will in fact be Dunmore ball. Inbounded to Ruggiero. Ruggiero punts it inside. Long two by Buckley. That one's going to be up and good. His feet were well past the line, so it is going to be 2 points. 7-5. It's both teams just answering back with each other. Buckley again guarding Reed. Long three again there by Riverside. That one hits the back and comes back out. The ball be tapped around a few times. Riverside going to take another shot up, and that one is going to be blocked. Great block there by Walsh, and a mad scramble for the ball that ends up out of bounds. 5:13 to go, 7-5. My name is Nick Mack. I'd like to thank you for tuning in for Dunmore Bucks boys varsity basketball. Their 5th game of the year, a 2-2 record, looking to go above 500. Ball going to be passed out there to the inside, banging around to the paint, as that was Temperino getting some points this time. 3rd separate buck to score tonight. That is his first bucket. Riverside trying to sweep around again, manages to stop just above the paint is Reed. That'll be his 4th point. He's able just to pull up and shot one from just inside the post. Like I mentioned, a bit of a slugfest here to start in the first quarter as both teams are just going back and forth, answering each other in the shooting department. Gonna try and push in, bit of a long shot away from the board, not able to go down for Dunmore. That ball almost passed to the inside, officially intercepted by Kevin Walsh. Dunmore gonna slow it down a little bit. Puts it in the hands of the point of Nico Ruggiero. Hands to Buckley. Buckley pivots. Gonna find the man wide open, and a bit of contact there, no call. And it is going to stay Dunmore ball. And number 15, Todd Monahan, a little slow to get up for Riverside. Looks like he may have jammed a finger. To be shaking his left hand a little bit. Long pass there to Ruggiero. Ruggiero going to try and dump in as that ball is actually going to be stolen away. Great play there by Monahan. Going to try and drive in again. There's going to be a foul. The bucket is up and it's good. And on that one, Brandon Reed finds his 6th point and he'll be going to the line. And that is officially going to be a foul on Kevin Walsh, his first, team 2nd. And we are going to get a media timeout right now. So just for those of you at home, a media timeout is something brand new due to COVID-19 restrictions. It just gives the kids a little extra time to breathe, maybe pull the mask down just a little bit, pull it back up, nothing too bad. It's about a 60-second timeout as if it were a full timeout. So that is something brand new for this year. And as you'll notice in the game, something that you don't see any other time right now in basketball is our players are still wearing their masks. That's within all the regulations. Players are supposed to be wearing the masks to the best of their ability as they're playing. So again, media timeout, I was thinking of it myself the other little bit before as I was watching the JV game. Kind of equate it to a soccer water timeout. Sometimes in soccer, when the field is way too hot, you're playing at 100 degrees, they'll stop the game at a dead ball moment and get some water. This is kind of a bit more of a rest for both teams. So with that, we're going to go to the line for the first time tonight. Brandon Reed take a shot and try and give the Vikings a lead, which has eluded them so far in this game. It's up and it is good. Nothing but a swish for Reed. So with that, Riverside 10-9 lead. 3:45 here to go in the first quarter. Ball pushed to the corner, going to be worked back out to Buckley. Buckley at the point. Over to the wing is Ruggiero. Ruggiero goes wing to wing, ends up having to pick up his dribble. Great defense there by Godleski. In the hands now of Ruggiero. Ruggiero going to stop up at the foul line, and that is unfortunately not going to bounce his way. Into the hands for the rebound of Antonacci. Riverside a little slow coming across the line this time. First time they've been doing that. Riverside's been a very fast-paced team so far in this game. Long three ball there shown as Brandon Reed again. That is 3 points, so he's gotten 10 so far, including that free throw shot we saw not too long ago. Brandon Reed right now a thorn in the Bucks' side. Buckley with it. He's going to take a long three ball himself. No, going to go off the back of the rim as we're going to get a foul on this one. Viking goes down hard. Happens to be Reed on this one.
Foul called on number 15.
And officially, the foul goes against Dom Temperino, his first, team third.
Number 34, entering the game.
2:47 to go. 13-9 your score. Visiting Vikings lead. Reed with the ball. To Antonacci. Ends up in the hands of Monahan. Over there to 34 as Mercado was brought into the game. And that, we're going to get a blocking foul against
Foul called on number 15.
Monahan.
His first.
Offensive foul, his first, team first. I apologize, I didn't realize Mercado had subbed on for Riverside, but he is on there. Mercado showing a lot of pressure on defense. Buckley dishes it back to Buckley. Buckley thought about three, decided not. Dunmore trying to work it around. Mercado, excellent defense. Buckley has it, pivoting around, tries going to the inside, and that ball is slapped away and picked up by Riverside. Poor pass there for Buckley. Reed with it. And they're going to call a push. I believe this one is going against, it is Christian Buckley. That is going to be his second. And with that, you're going to see Buckley sub out. 5 fouls means you don't get to play anymore. He's already at 2. We're only in the first quarter. So with that, Tyler Majeski coming on, number 44. He's the big man there towards the paint. Reed has it. Fadeaway shot for Reed. He's not going to get that one to drop. Rebounded and taken by Ruggiero. Ruggiero on the wing. Over to Temperino. And that ball almost got away, but scooped up there by Walsh. Walsh going to slow things down. Dunmore content to do that. And a pass there by Walsh is going to be intercepted by Antonacci for Riverside. Antonacci has it, looking to drive. Decides not to, over to Reed. Reed passes towards the corner, and that ball's just not going to go down from Monahan. It's going to be tapped on, out of bounds, Bucks ball. Ruggiero, it's the point guard, brings it up. Thought about taking a screen from Majeski. Didn't. Ball passed around. Dunmore looks to fade in. No, and that ball going to be tapped up and in. So lucky break there for the Bucks. Kevin Walsh getting himself some points. Reed with it, takes the block from Mercado. Reed goes up, and that is going to be a foul, much to the dismay of the Bucks bench. So Reed's going to find himself on the foul line for the second time tonight. And that is going to be a foul against Ruggiero, his first, team 5th. And Reed was in the process of a shot, so we're going to see him shoot 2 free ones. First one is good. Brandon Reed dominating the scoreline here for the Vikings. He's got 11, now he's got 12. 3 for 3 from the line, 52 seconds to go. So for those of you unfamiliar with Pennsylvania boys basketball, there is no shot clock, and that ball just gonna be rejected by Mike Ricker. Excellent play, as he read Nico Ruggiero's shot all the way. As I was saying, there is no shot clock in Pennsylvania PIAA boys varsity basketball, so the 39 seconds, Dunmore can opt for the last shot of the first quarter if they so choose. Gonna slow it up is Frankie Ruggiero. Looking to get a screen, decides not to. Ruggiero to Ruggiero, that one gonna go up, not good. It's gonna be offensive rebound for Majeski. Gonna kick that back outside the arc again, and that is, unfortunately, there is a wire that comes down from the top of the scoreboard, or excuse me, not the scoreboard, the backboard, as the ball tapped off that, and because it's not a part of the field of play, the ball is automatically whistled dead as if it were to fall out of bounds. So Vikings ball, poor break for the Bucks. 10 seconds to go, Reed with it. It's my money to take a shot. It's gonna be on Reed if he can drive. And he's gonna attempt to do a fadeaway, and they're blocking a hard foul there, as they're gonna say that Dunmore got a little bit more of the ball. So Reed, with 0.6 seconds to go, is gonna be going back to the line again. And Nico Ruggiero at fault for the foul. Riverside contends to back up most of their players to the backcourt. And first one that does not go down for Reed. He's 3 for 4 from the line so far. Reed gets the second. So 0.6 for Dunmore's have to take it, throw it, it's up, and it is close, but no good. So with that, it is 11 for the Bucks, 16 for the Vikings. And with that, that is the end of the first quarter. So I'm gonna write that down to my notes. And as you can see, the Dunmore Bucks cheerleaders always awesome to have the cheerleaders out here at the basketball games. If you can't tell, they've been cheering here this entire game. They're around for the JV game as well. And speaking of the JV game, Dunmore was able to get an earlier victory tonight. Dunmore JV defeated Riverside 59-43. You'll hear that as the first buzzer. We're almost there. 10 more seconds and we'll start this up again. Said 16-11 is your score right now. Brandon Reed for Riverside, just looking fantastic. He has the majority of points. The only other points scored for Riverside came from a Frankie Antonacci three-pointer. Other than that, it's been all Reed. The ball's been spread around for the Bucks as they have all their 11 points. Temperino, Buckley, and Walsh credited with some buckets. Speaking of Walsh, he's the one with the ball. Good footwork there from Walsh, trying to bang there through on the paint. Just a little far away, was not able to get it. And that ball going to be almost stripped, and instead it is going to be a foul against Dunmore. A little too much ripping and tugging there. So that is going to against Kevin Walsh. That is his second.
Kevin Walsh, his second, Dunmore's 7th.
So that being the 7th team foul, I should say, and that is very early here into the second quarter. That's going to bring up the 1-on-1. Looks to be Monahan with it. First one from the line, up and good. So he'll earn himself the second shot. Riverside takes a 17-11 lead. Monahan looks to make it 18. Hit the rim, hit the back of the rim, hit the front of the rim, and went in, but that is the good for Monahan. Goes 2 for 2 from the line. Frankie Ruggiero with it, guarded by Reed. Walsh takes the pick. Walsh goes up, and that ball going to be rejected. Riverside definitely playing some physical basketball, but they're able to keep the hand checks in check. Got the ball on that one, and they'll fall harmlessly out of bounds. Bucks to inbound. Ruggiero to Ruggiero. It's Nico and Frankie out there. To the inside, pushes it back outside the arc. Walsh, long three, and that's going to go off the front of the rim. Going to be a rebound there for number 44, Tyler Majeski. Making sure the Riverside lead doesn't get too large. It's only a 5-point deficit now for the Bucks. So Majeski, his first bucket of the night. Antonacci with the ball, gives it over to Reed. Reed pushes over, long three by Rickert. That one gonna go off the rim and fall down into the hands of Dom Temperino. Be credited for the defensive rebound. Walsh with it. Works it to Ruggiero. Ruggiero, long pass, end-to-end. Long two-ball there for Dunmore. Not going to go down, and then falls into the hands of Ruggiero. Ruggiero passes it back out to Nico, and that ball is going to be tapped out of bounds. It looked like Mercado had the final touch on that, and just with that, it is Bucks ball yet again. 6:26, 18-13 is your score. And Dunmore taking a long time. I want to say it was 4.5 seconds. Almost got the whistle blown. They were able to get it in. Ball going to be passed around. Ruggiero wanted it. Reed had his hand up. Pushing in there is Temperino. Ball's going to go up. Going to fall. That is good. So, and one for the Bucks. Great shot by Temperino.
2 for Dom Temperino. And a foul on number 15, Todd Monahan.
15 of 15 goes against Todd Monahan. Second foul is his, and that is second team foul for Riverside. Free shot is up, free shot is good. Temperino, first 3 points of the game. Or excuse me, 5 points of the game, was not his first bucket. 18-16, Dunmore worked themselves back from the early deficit. Reed with it, been mostly quiet to start here on the second quarter. Riverside's only had one bucket. That was courtesy of 2 free ones from Tom Monahan from the line. Ball worked around. Dunmore showing a little extra pressure. Double teaming whoever ends up getting it. Ruggiero holds up. Mercado able to dump it out. Long three ball. And that was college distance for Mike Ricker. And that one goes down. Nothing but a swoosh. So Riverside able to answer back again. 21-16, 5:33 left to go in the second quarter. Ruggiero dumps to Ruggiero, and Dunmore, long three ball. That one is good. As big three from Ruggiero, and the assist to Frankie Ruggiero on that, and that brings it to a 21-19 game. We are going to get a 30-second timeout on the floor taken by Riverside. The significance of that is to continue holding that momentum for the Bucks. As I've said, they start off the first quarter down by 5, only down by 2 now, able to work themselves back into this. And spreading the ball around is definitely something the Bucks have been very good at tonight, as that long three ball for Nico now provides 5 separate Bucks with the bucket so far. Mercado to inbound for the Vikings. See a wide shot there. Plenty of cutouts and stuff around from several different people from Dunmore. Into the hands of Antonacci to start. Over to Reed. Reed finds Rickert. Reed pumps a man. 2, and they're going to debate if he threw the ball out of bounds. He did not. Was tapped by the Bucks. Monahan to inbound. Inbound to a quick shot to Rickard. Up and good, and another 3 for Rickard. That is his second, and he's just scored twice in a row for the Vikings. Pick set there by Majeski. Ball work to the far wing. Thrown inside as Dunmore struggling a little bit to get the ball inside the paint. They've been trying to force some passes. It hasn't been working too well. They're lucky this time they're able to pick up the foul. A bit of a reach there, according to the ref. And Cross Mercado at fault this time. His first, Riverside's third. Nico Ruggiero to inbound. 4:53 to go. The hands to Temperino. Over to Ruggiero. Over to Walsh. Walsh going to try and push in. Spins around. Up and just off the square. Long 3-ball throw from there. Ruggiero just hits the back part, and we're going to get a whistle from the ref. I think somebody pushed off away from the ball. And that is exactly what happens. We're going to see a one-on-one for the Vikings. That one's going to go against Dom Temperino. Team 8th, his second. So Mercado finds himself on the line. Chance to get his first points of the night. 1-on-1, it's up and no good off the back of the rim, and that's going to pump out, and Christian Buckley checks himself back into the game. That's going to be an offensive rebound for him. So Mercado 0 for 1 from the line tonight. Ball towards the inside. They're going to be stolen by Mike Rickert. Rickert going to stop. Long shot from the wing. It's up and it is good. And Mike Rickert having a day from outside the arc. That's his third three-pointer, 9th point overall. Kevin Walsh to the inside, and a little bit of patience there shown by Dom Temperino. Temperino got to there the inside, waited for both Riverside defenders to jump up, as excellent patience there shown, and he gets a bucket to credit himself with it. Long 3-ball, doesn't even hit the rim. Buckley on the defensive rebound. Tyler Majeski looking to sub back in for the Bucks. Will do so on the next step ball. That ball up and good. So another one there for Kevin Walsh. He's able to get his own rebound and then put it up and in on the second shot. Second chances in basketball can be killers. 27-23. Reed with the ball. Kicks it all the way out. Mercado has a bit of an off-balance shot right there. Not going to go down. Going to be rebounded by Kevin Walsh. Mercado just didn't look comfortable with that shot. Walsh going to bring it down. He's in the middle of 3 Vikings. They're going to push it all the way out as 3-ball just tips the rim for Buckley. That's a hard break for the Bucks because it was a wide open shot. Riverside with it, Antonacci. Slows things down. That ball going to be tapped away by Walsh. Walsh going to have to deal with it. Is able to get to settle up and good! Excellent play there by Walsh, as he was able to tap it away and then got it to settle before he was able to go up for the rebound. Got the shot up and in. We're going to see some substitutions now as Majeski going to sub in, and we're going to get a media timeout. And just like that, Kevin Walsh with the ability to, as I said, steal the ball, poked it away, got it to settle, ran down, and was able to get the shot up with the contact. And if that is not a momentum builder here just past the halfway point of the second quarters, we're heading towards halftime. I don't know what else is. Kevin Walsh, that is going to be his 8th point of the night so far, and he might get his 9th as he'll be heading to the line after this timeout. And again, media timeout happens at the first dead ball moment after the 4-minute mark. And again, it's one of those COVID-19 regulations. I mean, we've been doing this a while, so always taking the best care of our players and the players around us. Invite you to stick around for halftime. We'll be doing a little bit of an interview. There's 2 possible people. I don't want to say who just yet, just in case somebody gets busy. Either way, we will have a little bit of a halftime. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard as well. So Kevin Walsh just shoot 1 after a fantastic steal and layup. Drew the contact, and for his efforts, he gets another one. So Kevin Walsh continuing that momentum. 1-point game now for the Bucks. 27-26, 2:40 to go. You can hear the clapping and the excitement there from the Dunmore Bucks side. Reed kind of finds himself a little hung up there as he picked up his dribble and going to try and play there in the paint and manages to do a good job as Antonacci. First one in the paint he's been able to score tonight. Dunmore down by 3. Ruggiero pulls up at the foul line. Buckley jumped a little bit early there for the rebounds. The ball just kind of hung up there a little bit. Riverside able to come down with it. Antonacci drives. And a little bit of a fade there. Antonacci now getting himself revved up. 2 minutes to go, 31-26. It's a bit of a cat and mouse game so far as Dunmore closes the gap, Riverside pulls away. Dunmore closes the gap, Riverside pulls away. See what Walsh can do. Passes it to the inside to Buckley. Buckley spins around, passes it right back outside to the corner. Gonna be a long 3. That one not gonna go down as Majeski just boxed out a little bit, not able to get the rebound. Vikings with a chance to try and extend their lead by a little bit. 90 seconds to go. Reed with it. Hands of Godleski. Godleski looks to pass off to Reed, does so. Reed flies there to the inside, realizes he has nothing. Tight coverage there by Ruggiero, and maybe a little too tight. And it's going to be against Ruggiero, his 3rd. One of those things you don't like to talk about. Substitution in for
15, Don Temperino returning for the Bucks.
Temperino to sub in.
4, Cross Mercado in the game for Riverside.
Does so. Frankie Ruggiero kind of steps to the side, so Temperino comes in. Not one of those things you like to talk about in the second quarter, obviously, but Dunmore needs to be wary of themselves. 1-on-1 shot good for number 10, Brandon Reed. So that is his 4th. As I'm continually saying, ball shot up and goes in good for Reed. So he's 5 for 6 from the line. Dunmore has to be wary of their fouls. Ruggiero with 3, Temperino, Buckley, and Walsh all with 2 themselves. So here in the second quarter, not too much trouble just yet, but definitely something to keep an eye on later. Walsh with it, goes past the post, tries spinning around there on the upper part of the paint. Buckley has it, and that ball just kind of tapped around and then going to be stolen by Antonacci. Buckley looked to grab it and kind of spin move it a little bit, but almost as if he was playing football. Problem was he couldn't keep his hands to it. He never physically had possession of the ball. 45 seconds to go. Reed with it. Trying to cross up Dunmore a little bit. I see if Frankie Ruggiero maybe threw a hand out there if he could have slowed him up, but it's definitely man-to-man coverage right now for Riverside. You don't want to blow, or excuse me, for Dunmore. You don't want to blow that coverage. Reed with it. Hotly contested there by Buckley. Vikings might be content to run out the final 20 seconds right here on the scoreboard. They're just kind of passing, ducking, and diving. Antonacci, I'm sure if they can find a wide shot, they'll take it. Mercado with it as going to be a whistle and believe a timeout on the floor. Yes, it is. So a full timeout taken by the Vikings as they realized with 11.1 seconds to go that they may not have been in the position they wanted. I believe that is Riverside's first timeout that they have taken, first full at least. So 33-26 is your score. Riverside trying to put a little explanation point here before we get into halftime. Again, we'd like to have you stick around for halftime. We're going to take a brief 2-minute break. Just got to give myself some water. I don't think I've stopped talking since the game has started. My name is Nick Mack. You are listening to the Dunmore Bucks boys varsity basketball broadcast. Remember, you can find us with Rich Banick's YouTube page, Dunmore Athletics YouTube. You can also find our schedule on DunmoreAthletics.org, and also for all the up-to-the-minute updates that we have, courtesy of AD Mark Finan at Dunmore Bucks AD on Twitter. Ball to be inbounded by Godlewski. 10 seconds to go. Reed with it. Reed going to try burn past Buckley. Now they will do so. He's going to try and shoot one in his face. It's up and it is down as it's going to be rebounded by Majeski. They got the shot off, but it didn't count. He still had possession of the ball when the buzzer went off. So with that, it is 33-26 as the Vikings lead heading here into halftime.
It's time for your enjoyment. The Dunmore High School varsity
So with
basketball
that,
cheerleaders under
the
direction
Dunmore
of
varsity
the
cheerleaders are going to be coming onto the floor. I'm going to take a quick breather real quick as we're going to set up for an interview, and we'll be right back with you. Again, you can see the clock on the screen, and you'll know exactly when we'll be right back with you for the second half. So my name is Nick Mack. You're listening to the Dunmore Bucks varsity boys basketball broadcast. We'll be with you in just a moment. Please don't go anywhere.
Let's go!
It is halftime here at Dunmore. My name is Nick Mack, and with that, you're listening and watching the Dunmore Bucks cheerleaders as they just ended their song really quickly. So we're going to jump into a halftime interview here. With us is Frank Mraz from Coordinated Health. Frank, how you doing tonight?
Pretty good. How about yourself, Nick?
Doing great. So Frank, you are the trainer here at Dunmore. Tell me a little bit about what you do.
So we're here just providing services for the athletes, just worrying about their health, rehabilitation, any maintenance of acute injuries.
Okay. So obviously this year, like anything we've seen before, obviously even you could see the cheerleaders have their masks on and all that. COVID-19. Frank, can you tell me a little bit about how we keep our players safe on and off the court?
So that's our goal, just to mitigate the risk of the spread of COVID. So with our athletes, we're doing daily screenings. That includes a temperature check and a couple COVID questions.
Okay.
And then as far as we got our social distancing on the benches, our social distancing with the cheerleaders. And as you can see, we don't have any fans today. We're just doing the best to mitigate the risk.
Now, that's one of those interesting things, no fans, but Frank, I gotta say, it's still loud in here with the cheerleaders. So that's always fun, at least for the people at home. Obviously, with no fans, we're happy that anyone could be tuning into the broadcast here tonight. So Frank, like I said, you're from Coordinated Health. You're you're a sports trainer. So even if, say, for unfortunately somebody has an injury, something like that, walk me through like what you do.
All right, so some of the most common injuries we see with basketball are ankle sprains, jammed fingers, and then this year we've seen a couple bloody noses just because of the elbows and stuff like that. So anytime we have an injury like that, we assess, see what they're able to do. If we could provide maybe some extra support with maybe a tape or a brace, something like that, give them a screen, see if they can get back into the game. That's what we want to do. We just don't want the athletes to, if they do get injured, our job is to evaluate them, see if they're able to return or not. We don't want them to be at risk with themselves on the court.
Okay, so also with that, speaking of some on-risk stuff on the court, something new we have seen this year is people are calling it media timeout, about the 4 o'clock minute. Walk me through what's going on there.
The media timeout is just trying to give the game some normalcy for the most part. It also is a little bit of an emphasis to let the kids an extra break because they are playing with masks. This is an adjustment for them. It's been tough for them to condition and everything, get used to wearing the mask. They've been doing a little trial and error with different types of masks to see what works best for them. But that's kind of just like an added break, just to let them catch their breath, or we don't have any issues with respiratory stuff like that.
Okay, that's fantastic. Now, 33-26 is the score here at halftime. This is Frank Morose from Coordinated Health. Frank, I'd like to thank you very much for coming up here, speaking with me today. Great to have you, and great to see you down on the court.
No problem. Thanks for having me. Go Bucks.
All right, with that, again, 33-26, you can see there on your TV screen or computer or iPad or telephone or really however it is that you're watching. 5 minutes to go here, and we will be right back with you as, again, you're listening to the Dunmore Bucks Varsity Boys Basketball. My name is Nick Mack, and when we come back, we're going to go over some of the out-of-town scoreboard in a little bit, so we'll be back with you in just a brief moment. Don't go anywhere. We're back here with you. My name is Nick Mack. You are listening to the Dunmore Bucks Varsity Boys Basketball game. We'd like to remind you that we are going to be covering, also myself included, going to be covering all of the Dunmore Bucks Boys Basketball home games here at Dunmore. And also, and lest we forget, we are going to be covering all of the girls games as well here at home. So that is absolutely exciting. As, I mean, hey, this is just fun. So next game that we'll be coming back to you with is going to be the boys basketball game as Holy Cross comes here to Dunmore on Tuesday, February 2nd. Tip-off is 7:15 for the varsity game. Now remember, we're still filming all the JV game as well, and I'll be here for the varsity game myself. And from there, we will also see on February 4th as a Thursday night at 7:15, Old Forge will be coming to Dunmore for the girls basketball game. We're going to go hit the out-of-town scoreboard just real quick. As a couple final scores for you, some games that were played earlier, is Susquehanna defeated Mountain View 53-42. Lackawanna Trail defeated Forest City 53-43. Abington Heights beat Prep at Abington Heights at home 48-40. That is a fantastic win. Any win over Prep, boys or girls, is always good. Elk Lake defeated Blue Ridge 59-37. Northwest Area defeated Sullivan County 51-38. Paupack came up short against Scranton as the Knights win 60-52. And a couple other games that are happening around right now. West Scranton, Honesdale were playing. I don't have live up-to-the-date scores for all of these games, unfortunately. Valley View and Del Valle were playing. Western Wayne, North Pocono were playing. Hopefully we'll be able to get a little bit towards the end. Currently at halftime right now, Crestwood leads Tunkhannock up in Mountaintop. As I said, we'll try and look around for so for that. Again, 40 seconds to go. And again, 33-26 your score. Again, we're ending here at halftime, 24 seconds. I'm just losing my train of thought as I'm going over here for some of the stats. Some of the interesting stats. Riverside's been pretty good with the blocks. They've had 3 blocks today. Dunmore's only had 1. 5 total rebounds for Riverside, 16 total rebounds for Dunmore. What's catching the Bucks is going to be a lot of turnovers, unfortunately. Riverside inbound the ball. Almost a little too aggressive there by Ruggiero. Into the hands of Godleski as we're going to start here in the second half. Reed with the ball, passes it to Monahan. Monahan going to try and drive deep. He's going to try and create a little bit of space, manages to do so. Monahan going to get his first regular bucket of the night, 4th point overall. He had 2 from the line. Buckley passes it back to the outside, far wing. Ruggiero called for the screen, got it, worked it to the inside. Temperino up and in. Temperino puts it in. His 9th point of the night, 35-28 is your score. Reed with the ball. Over to Rickert. Rickert keeping that arm extended, doesn't want to let Ruggiero too far to the inside. Ball passed around, backed outside the arc, going to drive in for Riverside again, and hard hits. And that one is going to go right in the face of Dunmore. And that is going to be a charge. And that's going to be Antonacci's first. He just threw the body in there, hoped for the best that a man was moving. Unfortunately, Ruggiero was that man. Took a looked to be right in the nose. No blood, no problem. Ruggiero going to push on. He was hurting a little after that. He has the ball now. That was the first against Antonacci. Ruggiero thought he had a pass to Buckley. Wasn't able to get it. Ball goes up and taps the rim and off. Temperino can't get it to go down. Ball now in the hands of Josh Godleski. Godleski to Antonacci. Long 3 shot and made there for Mike Rickert. His 4th 3 of the night. College, maybe NBA distance on that one. That was from forever away. Ruggiero trying to drive, not able to do so. Riverside's been very physical in this. A little physical bump right there. Riverside working 3-2 zone. Ruggiero passes to Buckley. Buckley wide open shot up and air balls, unfortunately, and that ball is going to be touched by Ruggiero. His foot dragged out of bounds, so unfortunately for the Bucks, it's going to be a Riverside ball. Buckley showing a little bit of pressure here, full court. He's been the only player to do so far. Reed going to burn past him and then stops on a dime, and unfortunately for Reed, bad pass right to the hands of Temperino for the steal. And going to go up for the shot as they're going to get a bit of a push there, and Dunmore is going to find themselves on the line. It'll be the second time Walsh finds himself on the line, this time for 2. 1 for 1 so far. Mike Rickert with the foul, his first, team second. Walsh up for the first, and rolls out for him. Unfortunate bounce. Second one up, and no good either. So unfortunately for Walsh, doesn't get anything for it. 1 for 3 from the line tonight. 38-28 the score. First time it's been double digits. Long shot there by Riverside, rims in and out. Dunmore to push forward. Walsh with it and takes a bit of a pro hop step. Able to get his own rebound offensively. Bangs around, pivot, foot. Great play there by Walsh. And he's going to get his 11th point of the night for his efforts. Walsh coming alive here in the third quarter. Brandon Reed on the point guard. Passes it back. Antonacci stops, pumps, shoots. Going to be rebounded by Nico Ruggiero. Ruggiero going quick. Ruggiero to Frankie Ruggiero. Thinks about what he wants to do. Avoids that double team. Riverside goes back to the 2-3 zone. And Riverside just kind of comes together for Ruggiero's shot. That ball going to be loose. Going to be offensive rebound for Temporino. And bit of a push there by Walsh. Nothing called. Long three, up and good. 3-point there for Ruggiero. Just like that. Dunmore battling back. I mentioned in the second quarter, cat and mouse game. Riverside's defense, though, has been prickly like a porcupine. So's their offense. Reed kicks it out, far side. Shot for three, good. And with that, that will be Godleski's first points of the game. 4-3, so 41-33. Bucks trail by 9. They have a good shot to get back in this. Ruggiero takes a step, dribbles, passes, and they're going to work it around the arc. Buckley back to Ruggiero at the point. Ruggiero passes at the post. It'll be the fade shot there. Great shot there from Temporino as he's coming alive here in the third quarter as well between him and Walsh. Good pass there by Ruggiero for the assist. 3:30 to go here in the third quarter. 41-35, 6-point difference. And the ball is going to go up. It's in as they're going to call what I believe to be a blocking foul on the Bucks, but it was before the shot, so it's on the ground. Ruggiero's fourth foul of the game. He's going to find himself in foul trouble real quick. Subbing onto the floor is Tyler Majeski. And that is going to be a media timeout. Again, as we mentioned, one of the COVID-19 rules that we are adhering to. As you can hear a little bit of Dunmore Bucks cheerleaders. .25 here to go in the third quarter. 41-35. That is the wonderful Dunmore Bucks varsity basketball cheerleading squad. Again, 41-35 your score. Riverside to inbound after the Ruggiero foul. Again, that was Nico Ruggiero's fourth. Finds himself in some immediate foul trouble as we are only midway here through the third quarter. Reed with it. Stand still. Riverside doesn't usually slow up in this game. Managed to do so a little bit. Mercado from the post. Up and good. Mercado, first bucket of the night. Dunmore needing an answer. Passes. Buckley for three. No! Bounces off both ends of the rim and comes out. Falls into the hands of a Viking. And that would have been a huge catch-up bucket for the Bucks. Antonacci with it. Had it almost stripped. Was able to recoup it. From there, Brandon Reed has it. At the point, Riverside definitely slowed their game down quite a bit. Another shot from just inside the post, and that's going to be good for Todd Monahan. 6th point of the night for him. Riverside now finding themselves spreading the ball out. First quarter was all Brandon Reed. Now we have 6 separate Vikings with points so far here tonight. Buckley with it. Up and no good, unfortunately.
Foul number 12, Michael Rickert, his second, Riverside's third.
And it's going to be the second foul on Rickert, third on Riverside overall. Buckley to find himself on the line. Buckley misses the first one.
Number 12, Adriel DeNaples entering the game
And
for Dunmore.
we are going to see Adriel DeNaples on the floor for Dunmore. Smajeski's going to sub off. Buckley's got himself 7 points so far tonight. And no good from the line. Unfortunately, he's run 0-3 off the foul line. Riverside leads by 10, 45-35, 1:52 to go. Antonacci passes the inside. Mercado passes all the way outside as going to be fouled there in the paint, but as he was passing out. So Adriel subs in, and Adriel immediately gets himself a foul. Inbound for Riverside. Riverside throws one long just in the hands of Rickert. Lucky Rickert's got a reach, as that is going to be a great play there by Frankie Ruggiero, as he's able to slow Rickert down and forces the jump ball. And with that, the ball goes to the Bucks. Frankie Ruggiero with it. And again, we've been calling Nico Ruggiero's name all night. Nico, unfortunately, off the floor. Now, great play there by Frankie, because that one's going to go up and in. That's going to be his first points of the game. As I was saying, we've been seeing Nico all night. Unfortunately, he has 4 fouls, and Coach Walsh has him off on the bench right now. Great pass there by Reed, as that is going to go up, and it's going to be a blocking foul, unfortunately, on Kevin Walsh. That's going to be his third. What ended up happening there for Walsh is a little over rambunctious, as he jumped up and unfortunately came down on top of Monahan. Monahan was able to hold the patience. He was able to take the shot after he got hit. Unfortunately, the first one does not go down for Monahan. See if he can get his second shot to go. Monahan puts it up, and that one's not going to go down either, so he's 2 for 4, so he's 500 of the night. From on the line, ball being passed around into the hands of Ruggiero. Ruggiero, a little bit of a stutter step there on the dribble, up and good! Great play by Ruggiero. Putting the body on the line, and was able to get it up. He ended up on the ground, but the ball ended up through the net. 45-39, 50 seconds to go. Dunmore has done a great job at slowing down Brandon Reed. He hasn't scored in quite a while. Reed really trying to get in there, and we're going to have a whistle on the floor. Going to be a push well before the shot. So that is going to be against Going Buckley. His third.
Dunmore's 4th.
Again, 4th team foul overall for Dunmore here in the second half overall. This is the third quarter. And a bit of a close to a hockey deke there for Rickert. He's going to find his first points in the paint, but 14th points overall. Ball goes up and in. Therefore, Walsh, as Walsh immediately comes back for the answer. 20 seconds to go, what will likely be the last shot. At least last regular shot. Sometimes you get a quick rebound and whip one from full court. Reed content, looks for the pick, and Buckley able to dodge the pick. And with that, we're going to get a travel there on Reed. Took a little bit of an extra step. Dunmore ball, 5.5 to go. Dunmore, crucial that they get this. They're going to take a timeout, and Coach Clark is going to want to talk it over. So officially from the ref, Zebra says 30, that's what it'll be, 30 seconds. 47-41 your score. Again, 5.5 seconds to go on the clock. If a three ball can at least bring this back to a 1-possession game and bring this to, excuse me, striking distance. Riverside led by 7 at half, 33-26. Both teams explosive at scoring tonight. It's been a fantastic game and exciting. Again, we'll have 8 minutes in the fourth quarter upcoming in just a few moments. My name's Nick Mack. You're listening to the broadcast for the Dunmore Bucks Varsity basketball game. Ruggiero going to go in and just rejected by Antonacci. Mercado throws one up, but the referee's going to say no. Buzzer had already gone. And that is a tough one as Nico pleads his case to the ref. That is incredibly hard. 47-41 is your score as we'll be going into the fourth quarter. And here are your Dunmore Bucks cheerleaders. In that, your Dunmore Bucks varsity basketball cheerleading squad. So you see on your screen, 47-41. And again, we'd like to take this time to thank Rich Banick. He's the man behind everything right now. He's keeping this broadcast going, all the camera work going. So thank you very much to him. I'd also like to thank the Dunmore School District Administration for getting all this set up. I'd like to thank them personally just for having me. And a big thank to Mark Fine and the AD as well for helping all this to be set up. This is the first commentating broadcast. I'm thrilled to be here. And my name is Nick Mack. Reed, banging bodies, gets one to go up. And that's his first score in a while. Dunmore to answer, kicks it back out to Buckley. Buckley thought about a long two, decided against it. Buckley hasn't had much luck for long shots. Bit of a floater there for Frankie Ruggiero. He's got 6 points here in the second half of things. Again, this is the fourth quarter. 49-43 is your score. Long shot by Riverside. That's going to go just short. Dunmore pushing back, slows down. Ruggiero looked right at Coach Walsh, took direction, slowed things down. Dunmore trying to work in their wheelhouse. Walsh just dribbles around. It was pretty. Unfortunately, couldn't get it to go. Long ball thrown out. Ruggiero for three. Up and good! Frankie Ruggiero single-handedly right now in the fourth quarter. I shouldn't say that. There was an assist there, but on the floor, shooting to make it count. 49-46 is the score. And just like that, Riverside needs to take a 30-second timeout just to slow things down. Again, 6:50, 49-46. It has been quite some time since Dunmore has been in just a one-possession score right now, and this is a credit to the Bucks' tenacity here tonight as they have been able to work themselves back. Riverside has been physical, so has Dunmore. Riverside has shot well, so has Dunmore. Dunmore may have made a couple extra turnovers than Riverside, but beneath in the paint, when that ball drops, Dunmore has been the team to go up and bring it down offensively and defensively. Again, Dunmore had 16 rebounds at halftime. That was 8 offensive and 8 defensive. Why the offensive one means a bit more to me is because that creates second chances, and so many of those times over the 8, Dunmore has been able to get points because of them. Buckley with Reed. Reed passed the ball off. Riverside just kind of hand the ball off a few times. Working the ball around the outside of the arc. Now into the hands of Godleski. Godleski with the ball. He's going to dribble around. It's going to be picked up by Walsh, and there's going to be a blown coverage there as the ball's going to go up. Lucky break there for Dunmore as the ball floats down harmlessly. Buckley has it, passes it back out to Walsh. Walsh to slow down, takes a dribble, picks it back up, and that was going to be a tough pass to make, but Dunmore able to draw the foul, and you can hear, there might not be fans here, but you can hear the excitement from the Dunmore Bucks team. Riverside's fourth foul, fourth team foul here in the second half, so a little far away from the one-on-one possibility. Buckley gonna have that ball tipped on out of bounds, but then it falls off of Ruggiero out of bounds just in front of the Bucks bench. Tough break there for Dunmore. Again, they're still within one score. Mercado almost threw it outside the hands of Reed, and that would have fell out of bounds. As Buckley showing the speed as he does in football, and both sides excited to see it because Reed is able to keep up just as fast-paced as Buckley. It's getting loud here on Dunmore, and that ball's going to be stolen into the hands. Tom Temperino. Temperino goes up. Nice, easy layup. It's up. It's good. 49-48, and full court pressure shown now by the Bucks. 5:40 to go in the fourth quarter. It's exciting here in Dunmore. Timeout for Riverside, and Dunmore is going to treat that as a small victory. You see the excitement there as Coach Walsh is absolutely feeling it right now, as is his team. Full timeout taken by the Vikings. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, everyone watching this game, it is going to be exciting. It is a 1-point difference. When we come back, it is going to be the Vikings ball. And as you can see right here in front of your screen, it is the Dunmore Bucks cheerleaders as they continue the momentum. (5:37, 49, 48). It's going to be Riverside's ball. Dunmore excited to get back on the court. You like to see that. They didn't even need the full 60 seconds. They're ready. The momentum is swinging the Bucks' way. The question is, what will they do with it? Again, 5:37, Riverside to inbound. Tries to break, has to throw a long ball back to Antonacci. Riverside has to reset. Back into the hands of Reed. Reed met by Buckley, and Buckley has been a thorn in Reed's side. Reed to go up, and not going to get that one to go down. Reed fell to the floor, not enough contact to draw something, and this is the chance for Dunmore to finally regain the lead. Up, and that ball just not going to go down for Ruggiero. Unfortunately, that three ball is a little too much mustard to it. Reed with it, and this is an exciting matchup. Reed and Buckley going back and forth. Buckley going to get the tip there. The ball was tipped, so it's okay to hit the back court. There's a lot of excitement from the Dunmore side. All their players standing up right now. And Reed almost lost that ball as it was just tipped around. Mercado now with it, 4:50 to go. And Mercado a little bit slower than what the Bucks can put out, so they're having an easier time holding off on him. Reed has been the speed demon of the night. Ball's going to go back to Mercado up at the point, and Reed looking for it. Mercado decides to hold on. Mercado going to try and drive as he's going to end up putting his butt towards the inside of the paint, and the shot overtaken by Todd Monahan. Put way too much strength into it. 4:25. Now is Dunmore's chance again. Can they regain the lead the first time since the first half? Into the hands of Buckley. He has a wide open play if he wants it. And that ball going to be off Buckley's feet, and his toe, his right foot just out of bounds. An unfortunate turn of events there for Buckley. When he went to take the pass, it came down, hit his foot, and his foot slid and just hit that blue bar in the paint over there by the referee. We are at a stalemate. Neither team has scored in over 90 seconds. That has not been the case for the majority of this game. Ruggiero, Reed. Into the hands of Rickard. Rickard has been electric from outside the arc. If they wanted to pull up for a three, Rickard is the man to put it in. Rickard decides to take that three, up and good. Fifth three for Rickard. He has been playing just amazing outside the paint. Walsh with it. Over the hands of DeNaples. DeNaples trying to break past his man. And they're going to get foul on the inside. I believe that one is going against Antonacci. Antonacci kind of pushed off there before the ball was passed in. That is his second. Riverside's fifth. So we're going to get a timeout here on the floor. This is the media timeout. Again, COVID-19 regulations. This is a time for the players to be able to just stretch a little bit and gain just an extra breather. On the court now are your Dunmore Bucks cheerleaders. .29 to go here in the fourth quarter. 52-48. Two-score game. Bucks have the ball. Momentum is slowed down for both teams. And really the momentum has just been one side of the court score, the other side of the court score so far in this game. Both teams seem to have a bit of a cold hand right now. Buckley to inbound, manages to do so. Tight there in the corner, was able to get it to his man. Frankie Ruggiero has really come alive here in the second half with the ball. Guarded by Reed. Works around the arc. In the hands of Walsh. Walsh towards the outside. Walsh going to try and push in. Buckley thought about three, decided not to. Now into the hands, back to Buckley. Buckley's toes on the line. Good for two, though. And that is just hard for Buckley, as just his front toes of his right foot were just inside the line. That was so close to being a three-pointer. Either way, though, it's a two-point game. Fantastic shot from Buckley. In the hands of Riverside. Attempts to dump it off as Godleski, and Godleski finds a man. Buckley goes flying down there. I'm not really quite sure what happened there. My eyesight is more towards the ball, but Buckley is up, as here's our matchup again. Reed, Buckley. Reed this time going to burn past Buckley as he, bit of a pump shot. Mercado up, and that ball's going to be tapped around, almost volleyball-like, into the hands of Reed. Reed pumps, thought about it, as there is going to be a foul on the floor. Officially, it's a blocking foul against Dunmore well before the shot.
Foul called on number 12, Adriel.
That one goes against Adriel de Naples, his second. Team fifth, so no foul trouble just yet. Riverside inbounds. Monahan gives it to Godleski. Dunmore needs to come up with something right now. 2:14 to go in the fourth quarter. To Naples on Godleski. Ball going to be handed off to Reed. Reed pushes across the paint, and he is going to have the ball fumbled up and just going to go out in the way. Riverside was able to come back up with it. Riverside going to push the paint as up to Mercado. Mercado may have had a wide open three. Mercado going to take a little bit of an extra bunny step right there. Travel is called, and there is going to be a substitution for Riverside. Antonacci comes on for Mercado. Mercado can't believe that he took that little extra step. He's on the sidelines right now, still in disbelief, unfortunately. 52-50, 1:49 to go. This could be the chance for Dunmore, but they're going to slow it down just a little bit. They're going to take a 60-second timeout themselves. 1:45 to go here in the fourth quarter, 52-50. We are in for what might just be an epic ending. See Coach Walsh talking over with his players right there. And the Dunmore Bucks cheerleaders front and center. Cheerleaders say the one thing that gets every single Dunmore fan excited around here, regardless which sport we're playing: go Bucks. Right now they could use to hear it. A three puts them in the lead. A two gives them the tie here late in the fourth quarter. It is a cold, crisp, beautiful Saturday night, but the competition here inside the Dunmore Gymnasium in Dunmore, PA is nothing short of on fire. Gonna see Frankie Ruggiero to inbound for the Bucks. Like to also remind you to stick around post game. So we'll take a look around the scoreboard as well. Walsh pushes outside to Naples. Finds a man there to the inside, pushes outside. Walsh thought about three, thought better of it. Walsh had a lot of luck in the paint, gonna go up, and it balls up and in, and it's good! Dom Temporino banging bodies to go inside, gets the shot up, and it is good to tie the game. And he has a chance on the free throw line to give Dunmore the chance to lead this game first since the first half. Temporino up, and it is good! Temporino 2 for 2 from the line. Dunmore leads 53-42. 122, first time Riverside has found themselves on their heels. Into the hands of Antonacci. Gonna pass that ball back out to Rickard. Rickard again has been unstoppable from outside the arc, decides to pass it. And that ball's gonna go up and gonna be an excellent hook shot there by Todd Monahan. And just like this game, we're gonna go back and forth. Riverside leads by 1, 60 seconds to go. DeNaples has it. You can hear Coach Clark from the outside saying, get a good one, relax. That's what Dunmore needs to do. They don't have to go crazy. They just have to make sure they get one to go in the bucket. It'll be Walsh that goes up, and there's going to be a lot of contact. And just for Walsh, he was bouncing up and down right there, hoping that one was going to go down. Foul is going to be the third against Todd Monahan, but Walsh has the chance to tie it and then take the lead. He's just got to stay relaxed. Walsh, 1 for 3 from the foul line. This is his chance to make up. So referee's just getting it right. They were thinking it might be 1-1. No, it was Walsh going up for 2. So the first one to tie. No, and a tough break there for Walsh. It's just hit off the rim pretty hard. That's okay though for Dunmore. They just need at least one more to tie it. Walsh is second. No, not going to be good. Ball going to be loose into the air and just fighting for it. And it's going to be a Dunmore ball. Temporino was able to almost get the offensive rebound, and the ball was then pushed out by a Viking out of bounds. And second life here for the Bucks. Mercado going to sub on for Godlewski for Riverside. Buckley to inbound, 41 seconds to go. Managed to do so, gives the ball back off to Buckley. Buckley throws it, almost threw a pass to Naples, but it was deflected. Naples able to ran it in. Buckley has it, stand there on the wing. Into the hands now of Temporino. Temporino, a bit of a face shot. That one not going to be, will not go. Mercado's the one to come down with the rebound, and Ruggiero going to pick up the foul purposely. Dunmore now trying to put Riverside on the line with 26 seconds to go.
Foul on number 5, Frankie Ruggiero, his first. Dunmore's 6.
And that's going to be Dunmore's 6th foul. Frankie Ruggiero's first.
John Godlewski.
So with the 16th foul, it's going to take one more foul for Dunmore to draw up the 1-on-1. They're going to hope to try and pass it right here. And they're going to say that there's a hold already there on the floor. And that is going to go...
Number 12, Michael Rickard, his 3rd. Riverside's 8th.
They announced it Rickard, but that's not what happened. It was against Dunmore. I'm not quite sure who had the foul. It was away from where the ball was. I wasn't looking in that space. Either way, it's going to be Rickard that finds himself on the line. So disregard, unfortunately, what the PA announcer said, because Dunmore was the one that fouled. So 1-on-1 for Rickard. Unintended consequences, but either way, it does get Riverside to the line. If they're lucky, Rickard will drop the first one. He's got 14 points so far tonight. High arc, that one's going to go down as it's going to be grabbed there by Kevin Walsh. 20 seconds to go for Dunmore. They just got to get it in, and there is going to be a timeout on the floor by Dunmore. Full 60-second timeout with 19.4 seconds to go. So with that, it is absolutely electric here. Again, you have the Dunmore Bucks cheerleaders out doing their thing right now. We're going to hold this right here right now because this is the most exciting part of the game. 54-53. We'd like to remind you that we have a post-game show. We'd also like to remind you we're back here Tuesday night as Holy Cross, crosstown rival, comes to Dunmore. And with that, again, 19.4 seconds to go. As we are also going to have a post-game interview as well, as quite frankly, one of our most electric players has been Kevin Walsh. Kevin Walsh is my pick for Dunmore's player of the game so far. Unless somebody hits a buzzer beater winner. Dunmore with the ball, 14 seconds to go. Ruggiero with it, kicks it back to Walsh. Walsh tries to the inside of the paint, goes up, good! Walsh nails it! Walsh nails it, 7.2 seconds to go. 55-54. Dunmore! Walsh with the most important bucket of the night, 55-54. And I gotta say, I mean, this is my first night commentating here for the 2021 basketball season, and I could not have picked a better time to come over. 55-54 is your score. And again, it's a full timeout for Riverside. We're gonna keep it here, but there are the Dunmore Bucks cheerleaders. Again, Riverside, the options that they could look at right now. You have Mike Rickert, who doesn't seem he can miss from the outside. You have Brandon Reed, hasn't scored too much, but he might be a good man to find the assist. Antonacci has found himself a little bit of room there in the paint. There are so many options for Riverside, but with 7.2 seconds to go, the biggest thing also for Dunmore is make sure you don't foul, but keep the pressure up. You're gonna see Buckley coming up here. He is on top of Reed, and that has been a fantastic matchup, and the speed there could actually slow Reed down. 7.2 to go. Here we go. Buckley just keeping a little bit of a hand there on Reed. That ball's gonna be loose, gonna be held as we're gonna get a foul. As what a grab, as the ball just ran loose. The pass was intended for Reed, and Reed wasn't looking. Temporino was the one that was just standing there, rushed up to the ball, and there was a foul as Temporino now will be hitting the line. He is 2 for 2 from the line. It's a 1-on-1. We're going to get a timeout on the floor with 4.9 seconds to go. This is a chance for Dunmore to extend their lead at least into 3, and at very worst would include overtime. But a long 3 to have to be taken is not exactly what Riverside wants to have to do. We're going to take a quick break because I need water. Today's just exciting. Here are the Dunmore Bucks cheerleaders. All right, 4.9. It's late. It's cold. Here in January, it is hot here inside the Dunmore Bucks Gymnasium in beautiful Dunmore, PA. 1-on-1, Temporino, 2 for 2 from the line so far. Gonna make it hard for Riverside. It's up and it is good, swish! Temporino gonna try and make it even harder for the Vikings. From the line is up. Good! 57-54. Riverside gonna have to take a 3. At this rate, Reed with the ball, creates a little bit of space. Long shot taken. No, it's not gonna be good. And the storming of the floor for the Bucks. 57-54, and they are excited as they should be. They just took down a 6-1 Riverside, and this could not be a more exciting game if you're sitting here watching at home, as it is almost like they just won a playoff game. And the absolute excitement here for Dunmore, nothing short of impressive. They battled back. A word I had used in the third or maybe early fourth quarter was tenacity. That is exactly what the Bucks showed tonight. They're able to work themselves back, and just like that, the Bucks are now on a 3-game win streak. That's right, they just took down Blue Ridge, they took down Carbondale, and just with that, 57-54, they have just taken down the Riverside Vikings. Stick with us just for a brief minute. We have number 31, Kevin Walsh, our player of the game, and he is going to be talking with us in just a brief moment. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back in 60 seconds. All right, with that, we are back here as you're watching Dunmore Bucks basketball. My name is Nick Mack. With me is your player of the game, Kevin Walsh. Kevin, walk me through the end of that fourth quarter, man.
I mean, it was crazy. We were down in the beginning, so, you know, we knew we just had to convert on offense, and coach was drawing up some great plays for us, and we just had to execute.
Now, you had that final bucket that pushed the whole game over at 55-54. What were you feeling?
I mean, a lot of my shots weren't falling today, but Coach Clark, he said, keep putting your head down and going into them. And I saw an opening, I did the spin move, and just went up with it and went in.
That is fantastic. Now, Dunmore is going to be taking on Holy Cross on Tuesday, a little bit of a crosstown rivalry. I mean, you're on a 3-game win streak right now. You just nailed the bucket to defeat a 6-1 Riverside. What are you thinking going into that game?
I mean, we're all really excited. We're on a hot streak right now, and we just want to keep the ball rolling.
I'd love to see it. We'll be back here again on Tuesday. Kevin, congratulations. You are our player of the game, and it's a fantastic job overall. It was fun to watch tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so with that, my name is Nick Mack. Again, you are watching the Dunmore Bucks Varsity Boys Basketball. We'll be back here again on Tuesday as Holy Cross, the crosstown Dunmore rival, comes to town. And with that, we'd also like to remind you, Dunmore Athletics on YouTube. It's Rich Banick. Somewhere there's a camera, I could see me. There you are. All right. So we are coming to you live here from Dunmore. As always, my name is Nick Mack. He's Kevin Walsh. Wave hi to the camera, man. He is the game shot winner, so good job for him. Again, we can have all of the most up-to-date information we can possibly have at Dunmore Bucks AD on Twitter. You can find out links to games, home or away. Obviously, stick right here if you want to keep watching all the home games. And again, we'll be back against Holy Cross on Tuesday, and we'll have a women's matchup further later in the week as well. So with that, I'm Nick Mack. He's Kevin Walsh, and this has been your Dunmore Bucks Varsity Boys Basketball game. 57-54 is your final as the Dunmore Bucks upset the Riverside Vikings 57-54. We'll catch you next time. Good to see you again. All right, man.